The minute she sees the word captain, like, sign me up.
I'm in.
I'm bought in.
I'm bought in. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Fizz and Fiction.
I'm Kristen.
And I'm Spencer. And we're here to talk books.
Books.
Woohoo! I'm out of Fizz. I just finished my Dr. Pepper. So, hydrating.
Water is really important in the Fizz game.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Because you need to survive to drink more Fizz.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Word. Hydration is key.
Hydration is key. Today we are talking about One Dark Window.
Yes.
Woohoo! Spencer's been dying to read the second book, and I told her she couldn't until we talked about the first one.
It's been painful.
But you know, it's harder to do these when you've read both of them.
That's very true.
So,
yeah,
we're doing this for you guys, honestly.
Yep, I did it for the pod.
Did it for the pod. So it's the Shepherd King duology. So there's one more book in the series.
Mm-hmm.
But I can read the back of it.
Yeah, give us a good synopsis.
Did you call her Elspeth?
Oh yeah, Elspeth.
Elspeth needs a monster. The monster might be her. Elspeth Spindle needs more than luck to stay safe in the eerie, mist-locked kingdom of Blunder. She needs a monster. She calls him the Nightmare, an ancient, mercurial spirit trapped in her head. He protects her, he keeps her secrets, but nothing comes for free, especially magic.
Wild.
When Elspeth meets a mysterious highwayman on the forest road, her life takes a drastic turn. Thrust into the world of shadow and deception, she joins a dangerous quest to cure Blunder of the dark magic infecting it. Except the highwayman just so happens to be the king's own nephew, captain of the most dangerous men in Blunder, I almost said captain of the guard, most dangerous men in Blunder, and guilty of high treason. That makes sense.
I want to say, okay, I'm going to put a pin in this when we get to spoiler parts.
A maiden must unleash the monster within to save her kingdom in this dark, lush, gothic fantasy debut.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What would you give it?
Oh, it's a 5.
5.
5.
5. 5. I love this book. It was so good.
I think what is so great is that it's so different from all the other fantasy books.
And I loved it.
Immediately, it was just like...
I ate it up.
So nice.
It was.
It's so easy to, like, understand, too. Do you know what I mean?
It wasn't, like, overly, like, complex.
Yeah.
Or, like, had a lot of, like, just weird...
rules.
Yeah, and, like, all these different, like, definitions and, like, just outlandish words where you're like, what the fuck is this?
It was so easy to get into. It was just so different.
Yeah. I liked it a lot.
I did, too.
5. Yeah.
5.
Solid 5.
Easily.
Mm-hmm. Go read it.
Go read it.
Now, if you haven't.
Run.
Run.
And welcome back. No.
Okay, so if you've read it, stay around.
Yes.
And let's get into it.
Yes. Can
I just say, that's why I don't read book jackets. Why? Because I did not know that guy...
Oh, I didn't either.
...was the thing.
The highwayman?
Yeah.
I didn't either.
Yeah, that's why I don't read book jackets. Just don't do it. If you have, like, you've general synopsis of a book, like, you kind of, like, heard about it. That's why I think I like getting books word of mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Or, like, on TikTok. Because I'm not, like...
preconceived notions.
Yeah.
Yeah, the secrets stay secret.
Yeah. Don't read book jackets. Don't do it. So, my first note is, oh my gosh, you're gonna fall in love with this monster in her head.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
No, yeah. I was like...
But they're very close and intimate,
it's very close relationship.
Yeah, so I think the whole thing starts, like, in a flashback, doesn't it? With her, falling out that window.
Yes. Where the
guards. What are they called?
If you were to, I don't know.
Because that's what he's the captain of.
Yeah. So it's like the King's Guard kind of thing.
Yeah, the King's Guard. Okay, so let's start back over.
Yeah.
There's this deck of cards.
Which, to me, was so fun.
So fun.
It was so different.
It was so different.
And I was like, I'm here for it.
And each of the cards, there's, like, a certain number of each of them. Like, 1, 2, 3 for each of them. And like a normal deck of cards.
Yeah.
Well, not really, but. And there's kind of, like, a curse put on Blunder. Because...
Which also, I have that as a note. Blunder. Yeah. What a town name.
What a town name.
Blunder.
How fun. And there's this mist that's around Blunder that, like, makes you sick with magic, essentially, is, like, the best way to describe it, I feel like.
Yeah, it's like you go into the mist and you're basically, like, driven mad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, the magic's, like, driving you mad. And the way to get rid of the mist is to, like, do this thing with the cards. There's this one card that's always missing. So there's, like, really no hope. So everyone just kind of avoids the mist. If you get the infection, they kill you.
Yeah, they call it something.
They do.
Oh, it's very, like, specific name for the infection.
Yeah.
Because you don't have it, you don't necessarily, like, have it at birth. Like, it could, like, show its signs, like, later in life. It's like
you can get infected and not be driven crazy.
Yes.
Like, you can recover, but that's why they kill you.
But if they find out you're infected, like, and if you're hiding someone who's infected,
you're also in trouble.
So they'll, like, they came into
So
her,
the guards go around sometimes trying to find people.
Yeah, and she lived with her aunt.
They sent her away because she is infected.
Yeah, her dad was, like, covering for her.
Yeah.
Because she was infected, but she didn't go crazy.
Right, so they wanted to keep, like, they don't want her to die.
They wanted to keep it secret because they would have killed her.
Yeah.
So she goes and lives with her aunt, like, out in the country. And with her aunt, her uncle, and her cousin.
A daughter. Yeah. Around her same age.
But, yeah, the flashback is, like, the king's guard coming into that house and then, like,
she falls out a window.
Yeah, like the voice in her head who is like...
We don't know who it is yet.
Yeah, it's just like this monster.
That's her first time hearing... No.
That's her first time...
Hearing...
That's not her first time hearing it.
No, because she touches the card.
Yeah.
That's probably the first time it saves her.
Yeah, but yeah, he's like...
Get up. Walk.
Yeah. Because she falls out this window. He's like, get up, walk. And like, she does.
With his strength, though.
Yeah.
It's probably her first time using his strength.
Yeah, and then like she runs and like it hides. Yeah. And then the guards leave and she comes back.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the flash.
How you're introduced to her. And so you slowly get introduced to the cards as well, and you find out that her uncle
has a card. I forget which one it is.
I think it's like a purple something or other.
All the cards mean something different.
They all do something different for you.
And what you do is like you tap on it.
Which is so funny.
It is. It's like you tap on it and then like whatever effects it can have like unleashes. But, and then if you tap it again, it stops.
Yeah. And like the thing is it can help you, but if you use it for too long, it like warps what it can do.
Yes.
Kind of thing.
And it like has like lasting impacts.
Yes.
And, like, there's, like, a whole bartering thing where, like...
some are worth more because there's fewer of them.
Yeah. And, like, if you have it, like, you have power because, like, people want to give you things for it.
Yes.
It's like, ooh, let me give you this for this kind of thing.
Yeah. And the king has a bunch of them, and he gives them to, like, a lot of his, like, trusted people, too.
Yeah. Yeah. And then, like, it flashes forward to, like, her birthday. Is it her birthday? Because she goes to see her dad.
She goes to visit her dad, and then the stepmom...
And that's why I'm like, Mira, always the evil stepmother. What is it? I mean, stepmothers get a bad rap.
They do.
Like a bad rap.
Sorry, girl.
Sorry if you're a good one, but y'all, like, in books, they get bad raps.
Like, her and her cousin, I think her cousin goes with her, too.
She does, because she's like, it's the city or something.
Yeah. They're closer to town.
Yeah. So they go and visit the dad.
And she's a bitch.
The stepmom pisses her off.
He guys see these flowers that remind him of his mom, his wife, his ex-wife, her mom. Who he loved.
Yeah.
I can't remember how she dies, but she's dead.
I can't remember. She's dead. And, like, these flowers remind him of her because they were, like, her favorite flowers.
Yeah, and so the stepmom hates it. But she says something mean.
She says something really
that makes her leave.
I can't remember what she said. She said something really mean.
Yeah.
And she leaves. She
leaves.
She's like, I'm going to go back home.
I'm just going to walk home. And it's like
she didn't even say bye.
No,
she just dips out.
She leaves her cousin, too.
Yeah, she dips out.
And that's when she's set upon by highwaymen.
Yes, set upon by highwaymen.
They have, like, a dagger to her throat.
Yes.
And she, like, is kind of freaking out, and she calls upon the monster.
She's like, help me. I need speed.
And so she busts through them and runs away.
She makes it home.
You think like, okay, great, she survived.
Yeah, she was just getting mugged.
Super.
I think did they ask about a card?
Yeah, they did, because she was leaving her dad's house, and I think they know that her dad has a card.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's why.
Yeah, and that's what highwaymen like
are trying to steal cards.
Yeah, because they're worth so much.
Yeah.
It's like the ultimate
prize.
Yeah. Like, if you have that, you don't even have to be rich.
Yeah.
'Cause you got a card.
You're powerful.
Yeah. She gets back home. And then
I think that it jumps to like the king is celebrating
solstice or something.
Solstice, and then everyone is expected to go to celebrate at the castle.
Yeah, and they want her to go, and she's like, "Why would I ever go?"
Yeah, she's like, "I don't want to go."
Yeah, I think she went like several years ago, and it was bad.
And that random like noble guy like was
like in love with her. He like met her once. I think she kissed him once,
and he's in love with her. She's like, "I don't want to see him."
Yeah, she's like, "He's obsessed with me."
Yeah,
I kissed him once 3 years ago, and I'm
poor
avoiding him like the plague.
But something convinces her to go. I mean, I think they don't really give her a choice, honestly. In the end, right?
Oh yeah, they're like, you gotta go.
Yeah. So we're to the castle.
Yeah.
Did I skip anything in your notes?
No.
Okay. So we're at the castle and we're at a dinner. And like, she is technically nobility, like, and no one knows her secret, so it's like pretty status quo for her to be there.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't know she was infected.
No. But then she meets that brother on the stairs. I don't remember why she leaves the dinner table.
So
did she get sat next to?
She gets sat next to that guy. I thought she got sat next to the brother.
Yes. And he's being creepy.
Like, she is, I forgot his name.
Raven?
I forgot his name.
I think his name is
He's being real creepy. He's being very forward.
He's Raven's brother, little brother.
He's being very forward. Yeah, he's little brother.
Yeah, and then I can't remember why they meet again on the stairs. Because then he says, like, he sees her future.
Yes, he says some real cryptic shit.
Mm-hmm. But she can kind of tell that he knows what happened to her. Like it's about a monster in her head, I think.
Yeah.
And that's when I think Raven saves her.
Yeah.
Interrupts. Do you have something for that?
I'm like, Captain? Question mark, question mark, question mark. You know I'm in.
The minute she sees the word captain, like, sign me up.
I'm in.
I'm bought in.
I'm bought in. I just, yeah. In. Yeah. I have it typed in. It's very apparent.
It is. But something we haven't mentioned too is that with her monster powers, she can see the colors of the cards.
Yes, like if you got one, it's like a little,
it's like glowing
aura.
That color.
Yeah.
So she can see them in the room, but she sees one on Raven.
Yes.
She sees multiple on Raven.
Yes, she sees multiple.
And he's only supposed to have one that's for the captains, like the black something.
The
horse.
Yeah, like the power card. Like it'll like help you win a fight.
Yeah,
it gives you like brute strength.
The guards like have those.
Yeah. Because there's a lot of those. Yeah,
there's like 8 or 9 of them.
Yeah.
She like runs away.
Yeah, she like runs away to her room. At this point, her cousin was like, cause she was excited.
Oh yeah.
She was excited about going to the castle because she's like, ooh, the prince is there,
and like I heard the prince is a dick.
Yeah, that's what she's like. Don't be an idiot.
Yeah,
he's a dick, and she's like, well, no, not all of us can. She's like, some of us need to
marry up. But like her uncle disappears for a while.
Yeah.
And the cousin does too.
Yeah.
And then she comes back and she can see a pink card
on her
cousin.
And that's what
pink card gives you beauty.
And I'm like, her cousin is an idiot. Don't use that beauty card.
She's an idiot.
Yeah.
So it gives you beauty, but if you use it for too long, it makes your heart cold. Like that's like the like flip side for it.
Yeah.
And so it's clear that her uncle traded.
Oh, he sucks.
He traded whatever his like really nice card was.
Yeah, I can't remember which one it was.
Can't either.
But it was one of the rarer ones.
It was one of the rarer ones, so he bargained for his daughter to marry the prince. And get that card.
Yeah, like, I'll give you this card if you let my daughter marry your son.
So
like, he bartered that with the king.
And so she's like so upset.
Yeah, she knows.
Yeah.
She's like, this is not a good idea.
Yeah, and I think at that point, Raven like recognizes her from the highway.
Yes.
And that's when he like pulls her into like some room and is like,
yes,
what's up with you?
Right. And that's what I kind of appreciate about like a duology. Stuff happens pretty quickly.
It does. There's no beating around the bush.
Yeah, it's like, what's going on?
Yeah. And she only admits that she can see cards.
Yes. And he's like, oh,
we need that.
Yeah. One of my notes is like, because like a lot of through the book, they there's always those like little like riddly things.
Oh yeah, the little cards.
Yeah, but not even. Well, yeah, I think this might be one of the cards, but it says like the highwayman meets the hangman And I was like, Raven is for sure dying.
Oh, you mean like when the monster speaks cryptically?
Yes, he speaks so cryptically.
It's so weird.
He speaks in just like riddles.
He really does.
Yeah, it's very annoying.
And then he like laughs.
And she's like, tell me.
Because like
he's like, no.
Because like some of them do come to fruition, and you're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, you find out that he's the highwayman, and that he's trying to steal cars, which is technically like not what the captain of the guard should be doing.
No, a sketch.
A sketch.
Yeah. Not without the king's permission, at least. Yeah.
But he's in on it with the king's other son.
Yes.
The younger prince.
The younger prince, which I
like him.
I like him a lot.
Yeah.
I can't think of his name.
Either.
Oh my god, I love him. What's his name?
That man.
He basically grew up with Raven.
Yeah, they were
stayed
like
there.
brothers, yeah.
Yeah. Like, he seemed way less of a creep.
Is Jesper? No.
Yes.
Yes?
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah. No,
that's
not
the
right.
girl. That's the girl.
That's the girl.
That's the girl.
Oh,
that's the word.
Destrier.
Destrier.
Yeah. The guard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Emery is the kid.
The brother?
Yeah, the brother who's infected.
Oh, and they all have last names that are
Elm.
like trees.
Elm. He's Elm. E-L-M.
But their last names are trees.
That might be his... Isn't that... But that's his name, right?
Is it?
Yeah. What about Raven? Elm called from the hearth.
Oh.
You seem to trust him. Yeah, his name's Elm.
Weird. Because all their last names are trees, though.
Yeah.
Which I thought was weird.
It is weird.
But
it's very tree-themey.
very tree-themed. Anyways, so she can see cards, and he's like, we need that.
Yeah.
So he immediately brings her into the circle.
Which I love!
It was so fast. He's like, can we trust her? Oh, because they used the cards on her.
Yes.
Oh, that was a good part.
Because there's like a truth serum card, essentially.
Yeah, essentially.
Which is wild. These cards, I love the cards.
The cards are so
The cards are fun.
They're so fun.
They are. It's like, ooh, what can you wield?
But while that little like test is happening, the monster's kind of like, I mean, I can make them not work on you if you want.
Right? Yeah. He's like, oh yeah, by the way, this is a party trick I got.
Yeah.
She's like, what?
And so they use... Well, they let her choose which card to use, and that was like part of the test, I think.
Yeah, because it was like the truth one, or
there's one where I can control your body too, I think.
And there's one.
And she does it before all this. She tells Raven to never use the cards on her. Because there's one where you can go into her mind.
That's the one he has.
Yeah, that's the one that's like a secret one that no one really knows he has.
Yeah, she's like, don't ever use that.
Don't ever use it on me.
Because she doesn't want him to figure out that there's a monster in him.
Because he uses it more like as a communication device.
He uses it to like, because they're
secret.
They're secret. They have like a little secret little team that's doing this.
Yeah.
Because their end goal is to save his brother.
Yeah, his brother's been infected, but his is progressing.
Yes.
To where he will go crazy and die.
Yep.
So they're trying to save him.
Yep. And the king's basically like holding him hostage.
And you find out that... That's way later. I'll say that part.
Yeah.
Because he's been infected too.
Oh, yeah.
So they test her. She passes because she's using the monster to pass, like, not being, like, actually infected by the, by the cards. And they basically are like, alright, cool.
You're coming with us.
Not only are you coming with us, but to make it look not sketchy that you're coming with us, we're gonna engage you to Raven.
I literally was like, oh, before that happened, I was like, OMG, is there gonna be a fake engagement so she can go to Castle U? And there was! And I love that trope.
It was so good because it was just like so, like, it had to be done. Like, I feel like a lot of fake engagements, you're kind of like,
Yeah.
But this one, like, made sense.
Yeah. And she overhears him talking to somebody about how, like,
it'd be difficult or something.
Yeah, he's like basically she thinks that he's like
mad about it because like she's the worst, but he's actually in love with her.
Exactly.
So.
Yeah, girl, you misheard.
That's a misunderstanding I can get behind. It's fine.
For real.
So they go to the castle like pretty quickly, and like they do just kind of like leave her cousin to their own devices. Like she's just like, I hope.
She can't do anything for her.
Can't do anything for her.
She's like under that prince's like basically lock and key.
Yeah.
Before, like I think I can't remember if she uses it before she leaves or not. Because at one point she's like in the garden And she tells the cousin, like, I see that you have a beauty card. Like, don't use it. She's like, how do you know that?
Yeah, I think she does.
Yeah.
I think she... Because I think...
But then I think the next time she sees her, she's
full lammed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so
sad. Oh, it's like she had a gap in her teeth. She doesn't have a gap in her teeth anymore. Yeah.
Oh, it's so sad.
It was.
So now we're at Castle U. Oh, wait, a part that I did like, I didn't think that this is still at before they go to Castle U, is she goes to his bedroom, like at the castle, like his guard's bedroom.
It's so messy.
I knew you would love that part. I knew you would love that part.
It was. And I was like, I can get behind this so much.
Yeah.
He's like, I am orderly, except not here.
Not here.
He's like, I gotta be messy somewhere.
Yeah.
I gotta have an outlet somewhere.
Because they use like an invisibility card or something to like sneak around for a minute.
Yeah.
I can't remember why.
Yeah. Oh, and I think before they leave like the castle, they have like a dancing scene, and it was like, it's cute.
Probably because they had to announce their engagement, I'm sure.
Something like that.
We gotta play the part.
Yeah. I gotta dance with you.
Yeah.
Oh,
God. Poor thing.
Oh, God.
Hate that for you.
Yeah.
So yeah, they make it to Castle U next, right?
Make it to Castle U next.
And they start to plot and like, how are we gonna get these cards?
Yeah.
Like, what are we missing? Because
who's got what?
The whole point of also like to save the brother, using the cards, you have to unite the whole deck.
Yeah, because that's one of the riddles. It's like, what I can't remember.
The Alder deck.
Yeah, like I can't remember the rhyme, but it was like basically unite them and something, and the Blythe or whatever will be the mist will rise.
Yeah. Because the backstory here is way back when there was this king, the Shepherd King.
Yep.
Hence the name of the duology. Mm-hmm. And he like had this thing with the forest sprite.
Yep, with the spirit. Yeah, spirit of the forest. Yeah.
And all was good until he started like being the one granting favors to the people instead of them like worshiping the forest.
Yeah, people used to go to her and like offer things for whatever for gifts from her.
Yeah.
And when he got too much power, people started going to him.
And she didn't like that.
Yeah, it's like, bro.
So
kind of stealing my thunder.
She gave him the deck or something, but then when he went into the mist one last time,
she's like, no more.
No more, and then he came out with all but the last card.
Yeah.
And, like, the last, like, you need the whole deck to, like, fix everything.
Yep.
And that's kind of where we're at, like, hundreds of years later or something.
Oh, yeah, I would assume so.
And so, getting the deck together, bringing it to, like, the forest spirit, and, like, basically apologizing, essentially.
Yeah.
We'll get rid of everything. So that's how they'll use the cards to, like, save him.
Yeah. And then at the beginning of part 2, when they get to, like, Castle U or whatever, and they're there, like, plotting, my first note is, the monster inside of her head is definitely the Shepherd King.
Oh, yeah.
Like...
It was pretty...
Yeah.
Well, I think she started having dreams. Did she already have a dream at that point?
I think she had one. Where
That's when
like,
I knew immediately, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, girl, you need to piece this together.
Real fast.
Yeah.
Can
you
like,
get here?
Her dream, she's like, oh, I'm, like, inside of the monster's head. That's weird. And she sees one dark window.
And, like, a man.
And a man, like,
a king.
A king. Like, he looks like a king, and he's just, like, in a rocking chair is how I imagine him.
Yeah.
He's probably not actually in a rocking chair.
Yeah, he's just chilling.
He's just chilling.
He's sitting around.
And then the monster gets mad at her for, like, seeing it.
Yeah. He's like, this isn't for you.
Yeah, and so then she comes back out of the dream.
Yeah. I'm like, you need to...
Plot that real fast.
Yeah, I'm like, girl, you need to piece this together.
Real fast.
Please.
And I think that at this point you also find out that the monster got in her head because her dad or her uncle brought the monster card home, and she just wanted to look at it. She touched it. She didn't even, like, tap it. She, like, touched it, and it, like, sucked into her.
And latched onto her.
And so what Spencer was saying earlier about, like, you can survive the...
Nightmare card, that's what it's called.
The nightmare card, yeah. But you can survive the,
infection.
The infection, but a lot of people, like, have these magical gifts materialize, and she was like, oh, I'm good. Like, nothing's happened to me. It's been, like, 10 years. So she finds out that, like, she's pretty sure that if she touches any card, she'll take its power, essentially.
Yeah.
Like, it'll be sucked up into her.
Yeah. So she's like, I can't touch anything.
So she's afraid to touch any cards herself.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's all I got there.
Yeah. So they, like, shit starts to happen pretty quickly. They're like, okay, everybody's leaving the castle right now. We need to go.
It's a great time to go.
Great time to go rob somebody on the road.
Yep.
And, like, one of the lords or whoever,
they know has a card.
They know has a card that they don't have. And they're like, we're going to rob him.
Yeah.
And so she's like, what? And they're like, yeah, let's go.
We need you to be able to tell us where the card is.
Yeah. And so they go, and it's, like, more people than they expect.
Yeah, like, another party's, like, traveling with them.
One was her father.
Her father.
Yeah, and that's why I was like, I was so nervous that her father was going to recognize her.
Fights her.
He does.
And she's worried that he did.
Yeah.
But he didn't.
No. She got that mask on.
The
mask. Everybody's just like, I can't see past the mask.
I'm going to start wearing masks around and see if anyone recognizes me.
He's just so up somewhere where we're all going, just wearing a mask, and just be like, do you know who I am?
Who am I?
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
God.
man.
But yeah, I was really nervous he was going to recognize her.
And someone gets hurt really bad.
She saves Elm's life.
Mm-hmm.
But I think he might get hurt, or the sister maybe?
Oh no, she has to become the monster.
Oh.
And that's the first time she kind of like...
She hurt somebody real bad. She like claws.
She gets a claw from the monster. And before it's just been like strength, but like...
It looks like an animal attack.
Yeah.
He's like gashed.
It's one of the other D-word people, I think.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's the prince. Is it the prince?
No.
No. Okay. So it's just one of the other D-words.
It's just one of the
guards.
I forgot what his name is.
Yeah.
But he definitely has a name. Like, he's not just unnamed.
But he saw like her eyes turn yellow or whatever.
Yeah.
So like it's sketchy.
So sketchy.
And I think that's when Elm like is kind of like, what's going on?
He's
here?
like very suspicious.
He's very suspicious.
He's
a smart dude.
Yeah. Raven's like, I like this girl. I'm gonna let it slide for right now until she's ready to tell me. But Elma's like, what is going on?
Something's up.
Yeah, how are we trusting this girl?
But they did get the card though, I think.
They did get the card.
Yeah.
They went home. She had to ride back with ride back with Raven. That's and then riding back on this horse. Hard.
Yeah. But she's kind of freaking out internally because like that's never happened to her before. And I don't know if the monster or the nightmare starts telling her now, but he's kind of like, every time you use me, you become more like me.
Yeah, which is
Did I not tell you that?
Red flag. It's like, girl, stop calling on him.
Yeah, but like, yeah. So she's kind of like told herself like she won't do it again.
Yeah.
But will she not do it again?
Right.
Now they move on to going to another card. I think the one that's at her uncle's house.
Yeah, and then there's like a little spot where it goes back to I don't know how to pronounce her name. The cousin's name, Ione.
Oh, yeah, it is a weird name.
Yeah.
Ione.
I'll say Ione.
Ione. Sorry, people.
But I forget what the scene is, but my note is like, she doesn't seem to like who she's become from the card or the prince. It's immediately apparent that she regrets everything. Like, she regrets this match.
Yes, but she also, like, it's not when they corner her, is it? And she uses the card against her?
No, it's before that. It's like, I think it's like a small snippet.
Okay.
Where I think she like says...
they run into her, and she's... Yeah. I think he like...
He says
Yeah.
I forget what happens, but it's like apparent that she's like, she doesn't like the prince.
No.
She says a comment about the prince. I'm like, this girl does not like him.
Yeah. No, you're right.
Oh,
do you remember too that the prince gets his ass handed to him by Raven?
Yes. Okay, so the prince was with the party.
He was with the party then.
He broke her wrist.
Yes.
And he doesn't know. But
he doesn't.
And you can tell that Ione knows.
You know, she's clocking it.
Yeah, she's clocking it for sure.
Yeah.
But they like come to Castle U.
That's when the comment happens. Yeah,
they come to Castle U and
because he's training the guards there.
And he's like, let's go. He like tells the prince, let's go. And that's when it says, Raven breaking the prince's hand for breaking her wrist. I was like, yes.
So cute.
Oh, he did it for her for sure.
He did.
But I was so nervous when like she was trying to hide her injury. And like Ione was trying to cover for her, but she was like getting the cloak over it. I'm like, yo, it's
a dangerous game.
Yeah, that is, I mean, like, that's your wrist.
Yeah.
That's not easily hidden.
No.
It's just like, you going for a handshake and it's just like game over.
Yeah.
Ugh.
No, it's bad.
But
Ione does protect her, which gave me hope.
Yes. Yeah. My next note, I need to start putting more context on these notes. Honestly, I do them on the fly, and I want to get back to reading, so I just like put my thought.
Just throw it out there.
Yeah, my next note just says sweet ass hiding spot. Oh, it was he took her. He took her to the ruin.
Oh yeah.
And it was like he like put his blood.
Yeah,
it opened
like the.
And I was like, that's a sweet ass hiding spot. There we go. I got that.
Yeah.
It was. Yeah. It like opened up, and that I I will say,
That's where he hides his card.
He trusted this, and that's what I loved about this book. He was like, I'm all in.
He was, immediately.
And he showed her where all the cards were.
He did.
And it was a sweet ass hiding spot.
It was.
Yeah.
He climbed in through one dark window.
Yep, there we go.
No, but she recognizes the spot though too.
Yeah, she's like,
does.
I've seen this
This
before.
looks
And that's where the
familiar.
dream was. Yeah, that's where the dream was. But now it's just like ruins.
All he said is like, this is the U's
Yeah.
old house,
Yeah.
castle.
It's like the ruins of the castle that was
yeah,
here.
yeah.
And then that's when they kiss for the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then she sees.
She freaks out.
She freaks out. She sees something. I forget what she sees. She sees something, or does she?
Does she hear a monster?
something?
Is it a
Yeah,
monster?
it's something like that. Because she freaks out,
Yeah.
and she's hightails it out of there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I can't remember what. I
can't either.
I can't remember what made her freak out though.
Yeah.
So yeah. So that happens,
Mm-hmm.
and then it's like another holiday. There's something going, or like the harvest market.
Yeah, because they're going into town again, and he has to
Yeah.
like work it kind of.
Yeah, he's like, we're protection kind
Mhm.
of thing. Because, like, the king comes, or the prince comes, whose name I'm now remembering is Hoth. And, like, if that's not a jackass's name,
Aw.
Hoth.
Oh my god.
Sorry for all the Hoths out there.
Sorry, y'all.
But that is, like, that's a villain name.
That's not a great name.
That is, yeah,
It's not a great name.
you're a jackass.
Yeah.
For sure. With that kind of name. But yeah, so that, but I think by this point, because my next note is, it took her way too long to realize he was a shepherd king. Because she finally realized. She finally realized
Yeah,
it.
because I think she has another dream.
Yeah, and then she puts it all together.
Yeah, and she's been at the
Yeah.
place before.
Yeah.
But yeah, they go to this thing with, like, she wants to, like, use this as an opportunity to
She's
go get her uncle's card.
Yeah, her dad's card.
Her dad's card.
Yeah,
okay.
she's like, we're in town.
Yeah.
I know it's in there.
I know where it is.
I'll see it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, and we'll get it.
and
they're like,
Raven's like, no.
he's like, no, they'll know it was us.
Yeah, but Elm's like, let's go.
Yeah, he's like, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
And then in the midst of all this,
Mhm.
that's when the like Hoth and his the Destriers or whatever they're called.
Yeah.
They find a infected boy that had been infected.
Oh, that
And they
is
take him
right.
away from his parents, and they send his parents out into the mist. And the stupid doctor with his stupid little metal claw thing comes to like test him, and he's like doesn't pass.
Positive.
Yeah. I hate that guy.
I know.
Can't remember his name.
She wants to, like, save him, right?
Yeah, she goes. I can't remember what she does. She tries to cause some kind of distraction.
She does. You're right. You're
And I'm like, yo, that is so risky saving that kid.
right. I know.
But she saves him.
Yeah, but the parents don't make it, I don't think, do they? Or does she save them too?
I don't remember.
Is this also
if
where
they made it out of the mist?
was this also where Jesper like doesn't like loses like her like rabbit's foot or whatever? If you've been infected, the mist doesn't hurt you, but you can also go in the mist if you have like a lucky charm.
Yes,
can't remember
it's
what.
like it has to be of an animal,
Yeah.
like a loyal like family pet essentially kind of thing.
Yeah.
that has to have been buried a certain way, but like a little piece of them.
There's like something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like I think that when they go in to save them, she loses her thing.
Oh yeah.
And she starts going crazy and like
They're like, she's like, okay, well, I gotta go back and get a talisman for you, or like a
yeah,
little
she
thing
gives
for
her old one that she just like has. She doesn't need it though.
you. Yeah, because she's been infected.
But I don't think she knew that being infected.
Yeah,
made
I think
her
the monster
immune.
might have told her.
Yeah.
Maybe he's like, you're good.
Or Raven did.
yeah.
Because he's immune too.
Yeah, because he's infected.
Yeah, that was a surprise.
That was a surprise.
Yeah.
I was like, no. Like,
What happens with him? What is his like magic?
he
can do something. He can't turn into a raven, can he?
No. It's something with the cards.
They don't affect him.
Yeah.
The like power dies because when he touches it,
yes,
the light goes away.
away.
That's right.
Yeah, so he technically can't.
It can't be used on him.
Yeah.
Which is what makes him dangerous for the royal family.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it can't be used on him. That's right. So she finds that out.
Mm-hmm.
So they save the family. They save
Yeah.
Jesper.
They go home and I was like, yes, they did the deed. They go home and they do it.
You know when they do it.
They go home and they do it.
Hey.
Hey, love it. And then,
They go to dinner at some point.
well, the start of that, so that was into part 2.
Okay.
So part 3 starts, and my first note is, Hoth and his stupid truth serum.
Yeah, that's okay, yeah.
Yeah.
They, like, all go over to dinner. I don't think that they were supposed to be there.
Yeah, and he, like, brings it out. He's like, let's play a game.
Yeah, and, like, her cousin's there, too.
Yep. And that's when I'm like, Elm definitely has the hots for Ione.
Oh, does he? I don't remember that part.
Oh, he was like there's like a line about like this look that like him's like like looking at her, like staring at her, and I was like, oh, he's got the hots.
I'm here for that because that way she still gets to be queen.
Right.
We can kill Hoth.
Yeah, Hoth. You need to go.
It'll be fine. He's a dick though. Yeah.
Yeah. And then, ooh. Okay, I start to get a little. Let's say there's no context here. There really isn't.
What does it say?
I like her father. I guess he did something great.
I think the stepmom was gonna do something, and he like put a stop to it. Or no, he gives her the card as her mother's inheritance.
Oh,
that was so sweet because the card was actually her mom's dowry.
Yeah.
And he's been keeping it this whole time, the one she was gonna steal.
Yeah.
And he's like,
he gave it to her. Yep.
That was really sweet. I do like her dad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then okay, I'm trying to remember what happens after that because like after the truth serum stuff.
What do they end up admitting? Do we remember? Because it doesn't technically work on all of them.
Yeah. I don't. Maybe that they were like searching for the cards.
Maybe, and like I think that Ione like tries to help too.
Yeah.
So again.
Yeah, I forget what all goes down.
I think they end up fighting though. I think that like a brawl kind of breaks out.
Maybe. That seems right.
But somehow she gets locked up. Do you remember why?
No. I do not. I do not.
I don't either. It's probably Hoth. It might be right after the truth serum thing. You probably might lock her up.
Yeah.
Maybe if she admits to like being infected or something. I don't know. But she gets locked up.
She does. She gets locked up. And her dad and her uncle get locked up. Isn't that right? No.
No. She's locked up with someone though. Was she locked up with Elm?
Why would he get locked up?
I don't know. Let's see.
I forget. All I say right here. I say last words ? ? What the hell? And then I said I knew that was going to happen as a cliffhanger. But
They kept your infection a secret. Oh, we also haven't talked about this. The king knows that Raven has been infected and his brother, but they're killing all the people that are infected. But if the king thinks you might be useful to him, he'll let you.
You're good.
Yeah, so he likes to be able to use Raven because Raven can't be controlled.
Yeah.
Oh, there's this person that's like the torturer. It says, "Hello, a pleasure to finally meet you, Miss Spindle. It's Orith Willow." Yeah, so she's being
that's the isn't that the finger guy?
Yeah, no, you're right, it is.
Yeah.
She's asking the Nightmare for help. He's like, he's figuring out that she was in the night that he got attacked.
They're at her dad's house.
Mm-hmm.
They're at her dad's house. He gives her the dowry.
Mm-hmm.
Raven and them leave to go investigate something for the king. They're like called away on duty.
Oh.
And
so he's left with...
And she is left, and the guy and Hoth are like there and like try to like corner her. Mm-hmm. And that's where was that the last page?
Yeah, well, that was the last page of that chapter.
Yeah, so she's with him because they like called him away on duty.
Okay, so he's got her locked up, and they're trying to like say that she's infected, and like the guy's there to like figure it out. And
the uncle brought him up.
Oh, that's right. In the end, he wasn't a good guy.
The uncle brought him up. Yeah. That's why I was thinking that they got locked up, because I'm thinking that they knew they were infected and they took him away.
He was part of it, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, the uncle was. Because I think the uncle, like, in the end was actually just kind of, like, power hungry.
Yeah, he just wanted to use what he had.
He acted like he was not, that he actually cared.
Mm-hmm. No, he brought Hoth to her. Mm-hmm, or brought her, whichever way. He told him where she was. And brought him up.
Yeah, and so then she's up there being tortured, essentially, and the Nightmare's like, she's getting tired, and he's like, let me help you, but she knows that, like, it's about to be where he takes over fully.
Yep. Oh, she's like, but do it.
Yeah, but do it.
And that's where that whole riddle where he's like the monster, me and the monster become one or whatever. And that was that.
That's part of the riddle. But also, I just remembered Raven breaks into her head.
Oh yeah!
It's just yeah.
The
girl, the king, and the monster they became.
Mm-hmm. He's like, I'm coming.
Yeah.
And she's like, no.
Oh.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Promise me you'll save. Yeah.
There once was a girl, clever and good, who tarried in shadow and depth of the wood.
Yeah. Which I think, like, throughout the book, I was like, yeah, he's going to take over for sure.
Yep. And so then the last chapter is from Raven's point of view, which I liked as well.
Yes.
And he's in the dungeon with Elm.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, because they try to, he goes and visits her.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's like, Elspeth, and he's like, yes, she's not here.
Oh, yeah. Hoth's still alive, barely.
Yeah, she like
she monsters on him.
Yeah.
So she's like in the dungeon because she like is in trouble for like almost killing.
Yeah, for attacking him.
Because she's infected with magic.
Mm-hmm.
And so he's basically like ready to vow to like save her, I guess, right?
Yeah.
But the king wants to use her.
Because I think now he knows that she can see that. Does he know that she is who she is now? Like that she is not her? I forget.
Yeah, he tells me you carry the infection that you can see the Providence cards.
Yeah, so he's like, I want to use her because he wants the cards.
Mm-hmm.
Like he wants all the cards. He wants the missing card.
Yeah, he wants to be the one to save everything too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I want to collect the deck, but first you must release Emery Yu to his parents.
Oh, the brother, Raven's brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, but they need the blood. I forgot about that. They need the blood of an infected.
Curse, yeah.
And so I need his blood. And like,
somebody's gonna be a martyr.
And he's willing to trade her life for the boys.
Yeah. There's
a solstice deadline.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and he knows where the Twin Adlers is because it was I who left it there.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be such a good book.
It's such a good book.
It's so good. So yeah. So basically, monster takes over. She kills. She maims. She gets arrested. But she's like, "Hey, King, I got a deal for you."
Yep.
And he's like, all right, sure, because he knows how to finish the deck.
Yep. And
Raven's just like, I want to help and get my girl back.
Yeah.
And the monster's like, she's not here. So that's it. Amazing.
That's good stuff.
And do you have any other last minute?
I just said, save her, Raven.
Save her, Raven.
He did.
So some questions.
Yes.
That I feel like I already know the answer for you, but if you had a monster in your head, would you tell anyone or just like try and act cool?
I would tell you. Yeah, everyone would know.
Would you like just look insane?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it would sound insane, but I couldn't keep that in. Be like,
I couldn't keep it in.
Does anybody else have this going on?
Is it just me?
Yeah.
Everyone
That's what I want to know. I'm like, does everybody else have this in their head?
Maybe you were born with it, but if you like touch something.
I think I'd tell somebody.
Yeah.
There's no way we would keep that a secret.
That's right. Yeah. But I don't know if anyone would believe me.
I think it would be like, if I knew, it might be different if, because I feel like
in a world where magic existed.
Wherein, like, you knew it was, like, a punishable crime.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, it's obvious that this is not.
This could get me killed.
Yes.
That's
so,
true.
like, maybe that's a different circumstance, but, like
here.
Yeah, I'd be like, yeah, I'd tell somebody.
Or, like, maybe I need some psychiatric drugs.
Maybe I need to see somebody.
Yeah. Okay, of the cards, I don't remember all of them, but, like, which card would you want?
Let me see.
There's an invisible one, there's a truth one.
Dark window.
There's a
cards.
Beauty one. There's the strength one.
Let's see.
There's one that, like, gives you good luck, I think.
There's one that... what are the cards in Dark Window? Okay, there's the... Here we go. Give me the... Oh, that was the page I was just on. Oh, here we go. There's the Master of the Black Horse was the Master of Combat, which is what
Strength,
all the guards have.
Yeah.
Golden Egg, which is wealth. Prophet, which is glimpses of the future.
I would not want that one.
White Eagle, which is courage. The Maiden, which is great beauty. The Chalice, which turns liquid into true serum. The Well, clear sight to recognize one enemies. The Iron Gate, blissful serenity no matter the struggle. Which apparently steals years from your life. The Scythe, the power to control others, which is what
That
Elm
was-
has.
mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Their mirror, which is invisibility, the nightmare, and the twin elders card. I think I would, which is speak as others' minds, and then whatever the one that can speak to whoever. I think I would do the invisibility one, because honestly,
It sounds the safest.
it has the lead. Like they all have consequences,
Consequences?
but like it says, the consequence of it is it lifts the veil between worlds, exposing a world of ghosts. And I'm like, I could deal with seeing some
Yeah.
ghosts. I don't want like these other.
The
The other one, like
the punishments just seem so
like
bad.
the Scythe card that Elm uses, like it says great physical pain, like to use
Yeah.
it, and I'm like, I don't want that.
No. Like the wealth ones are like, I think it like takes like
It
the
says,
things you love most from you or something.
It says the consequence of overuse is all-consuming greed.
Oh.
The Black Horse, the consequence of overuse is weakness, which is funny.
Courage, fear, the opposites,
yeah, and then like great beauty chills the heart.
Mm-hmm.
True serum turns true serum into poison. And if you clear sight to recognize one enemy, you'll be betrayed by a friend.
Aww.
One of them, the Iron Gate, steals years from your life.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would be invisibility.
I think I might as well, or the nightmare one. Like I feel like
Oh yeah,
you don't hear people's thoughts; you just like
Yeah.
can speak into someone's head,
yeah.
which could be useful in some circumstance.
That'd be useful
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah. All right, predictions for book 2.
Oh.
I finally released you from your prison.
I
Did you
haven't-
write some?
Yeah.
Oh,
I was like,
nice.
I wanted it.
In the fresh
yeah.
mind.
I think that the Shipper King is going to use something clever to let Elspeth go.
Mm-hmm.
That's my hope. That's more of a hope than a prediction. I'm just
Yeah.
like, I need her to be let go. And kill the king and use himself as a sacrifice. Like, somehow, like, he's going to
The
be the
blood
sacrifice instead. Because I'm like, don't
Yeah.
kill any of these people.
Yeah, like the king is ignoring a lot of like his part in this right now.
Yeah.
And I think he's gonna have to come to terms with the fact that he caused all this and he'll sacrifice himself somehow.
Okay.
I agree. That's kind of what you said.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you meant the other king, King Rowan.
Oh, no, he's not gonna
Okay.
realize anything. The Shepherd King.
Yes, he's gonna be like, I created this mess.
Yeah.
And then I think one of like their highwayman crew, like their little band of bandits, I think one of them's gonna die, and I think it'll be the sister.
Oh, Jesper.
Yeah, somebody's gotta die.
You know, my only other thought now that you say death, is it could be Raven's younger brother,
Oh,
like sacrificing himself.
yeah. He's
You know
like,
what I mean?
I'm already really far gone.
I'm already like about to die anyways. Like
Yeah.
thank you for being like great.
Yeah, thanks for doing this for me.
Yeah. Like go be happy or whatever.
Yeah, I
Or
see
like I've
that.
already seen my future or whatever he has.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think her uncle and dad are gonna get.
Get into a fight.
I think you're gonna get in trouble. Cause like if now they know that she's infected, it's like,
Oh, for hiding.
yeah,
But when the king wants something from them, they usually don't get in trouble.
that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
I think the dad might like get the uncle killed. Might kill the uncle.
Oh yeah, for betraying her.
Cause the uncle's not her relative. It's her mom and her
Yes.
aunt or the sisters.
He's by marriage.
Yeah, he's by marriage. So like that makes a lot more sense as to why he does not care.
Yeah.
Cause like the aunt really loves her.
Oh yeah, for
100%.
sure. It's like a second daughter.
I think Ianthe's gonna do some, or not Ianthe. Ione is gonna like step up somehow.
Yeah, I think she's gonna.
She has to break out of her
Yeah,
cold heart.
yeah. She needs to find that card.
Yeah.
Find that card or use it or whatever. Like,
Yeah. Oh yeah, because she doesn't have it anymore. It's like
Yeah.
the king or like her boyfriend.
Yeah.
Her boyfriend.
My thing says, I hope that Elm and Ione end up together.
That'd be cute. Maybe he can save her then.
Another hope.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think.
I don't know how. Like, I mean, I hope. Like, I mean,
I think we're gonna get a lot of more backstory.
which I'm
in
excited
the
for
second
that.
one.
Because because it's I think the Shepherd King's related to the U's. Like, they made that.
Oh yeah.
Like, the castle's
Because
on
the
their
castle's there.
grounds.
That makes sense.
And they talk about him being deposed
Yeah.
whenever the fire breaks out. Like, someone takes his throne. I can't remember how it goes.
Yeah, someone
But
does.
the king's family that exists now took
forcibly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think you is the rightful family line.
Yeah. Maybe Raven will be king.
Maybe.
King Raven.
King Raven. Or he'll let Elm be king because he doesn't want to be king.
That's fair. He's like, I'm good.
Yeah. So yeah, I think we'll get a lot more backstory.
I think we're gonna get a lot because like it's also cryptic in this book.
And then we'll go back and read the riddles and be like, oh,
that makes so much sense.
I know. And like, I'm really curious though, like, are we gonna get like any of Elspeth? Like,
oh,
you know what I mean? Like, I think it's gonna be the monster, like the nightmare for
like,
a lot
is
of
she
it.
gonna be
like? Will we like see her in like a little hole in his head, like thinking about things, or like running around his dreams,
like he was her, like a reverse?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Is she gonna be the monster in his head? Because she has to exist somewhere.
Or is she just gonna be like gone?
Yeah.
I feel like she can't just be gone.
Can't be.
I feel like that wouldn't be.
Do you think the POV is going to be Raven's POV? Instead of... Because the last chapter is Raven's POV. But yeah, instead of... like, it can't be hers, but it could be the monsters, but I feel like it'd be more interesting to be his.
Maybe it'll do... What was that book that... What was the... what was the series that we read?
Bride, where they just had, like, the little clips?
No. Or was it Throne of Glass? Where it was like... The first books were her, and then it changed to multiple. There was some book that we read where it was like the first book was just.
I mean, ACOTAR's like that. It's all first point of view Feyre for the first 3 books, and then now it's third person, and like you have Nesta and Cassie.
Yeah, I think that's what it'll do.
Okay.
Like I think it'll be multiple.
Yeah.
Like I think it'll be like chapter to chapter. Like this is Raven. This is.
But I think it'll lean more heavily Raven.
This is Nightmare.
Yeah, but I think it's going to lean more heavily him because I feel like you don't want to be in the monster's mind.
Yeah, you want to be...
Because you'd already know everything.
Yeah.
You need to be, like, learning.
Yeah. It's going to be, like, the monster, like, revealing things.
Yeah, exactly.
In a cryptic way, I'm sure.
Exactly. And some riddles.
Solve this riddle.
Yeah. Solve these riddles 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, I mean, I'm excited.
Yeah, same.
Are you going to go home and read it immediately tonight?
No, I'm going to try not to. No, I'm still in the middle of that, like, romance
series,
book. Yeah, so... I'll give it a couple of days.
Oh, okay. We'll see.
Yeah. But, cheers.
Yeah, who are we going to cheers to?
I don't know. Where'd my water go?
Oh.
I'm going to cheers... I'll cheers to Elspeth. I like her.
I like her.
Yeah.
And you know, we've had a lot of unlikable main women. I feel like recently.
Mm-hmm. Lou, looking at you.
Yeah, looking at you, Lou. So it's refreshing to have like a girl that I actually like.
Yeah.
And who's like making decisions, yes, at times impulsively, but they all at least like make sense.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
She does have a nightmare in her head, so it's tough.
Cheers to you, Elspeth.
Cheers. Stay hydrated.
Hope you get your mind back.
Yeah, we'll be
My biggest hope.
cheering for you.
Yeah, we cheer for you.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.